So let's just say we've added some toys to the collection. So I thought in today's video, I wanted to give you a quick update on all the happenings and ultimately share these cars with you. So we're gonna head up into the shop and I'm gonna start there. Welcome to the shop. This is my happy place. We just had a kid about 14 months ago and life got a little hectic. We also moved cities and bought this house. It had the shop space and the garage space I wanted. As you can see, I'm a bit of a gearhead. So the 54 BMW. We've made a lot of progress since I shot a video on it. I just love the uniqueness of this thing. And I've ridden a lot of motorcycles, owned a lot of motorcycles, and this thing is special. Still gotta do the wiring and a few odds and ends. Then we have the 1967 Mustang Fastback. I love the ass ends of these things. I think probably one of the sexiest muscle cars other than a 68, 69 Charger. And this thing is my next project, which is why there is a 347 stroker that I got built, ready to plop in. And you can't see it right now, but I also have a 5-speed transmission. And if we go in here, we can see some goodies. I've got the hydraulic clutch, so that this thing right now is an automatic. So the stroker is gonna go in there. And then we've got this nice hydraulic clutch setup, which just mounts to the bell housing as such. I do all the mechanical, all the engine, all the drivetrain, all the suspension, all the bushings. This is going in for body work. So it'll be a really nice gloss black on the body and then flat black on all the chrome pieces, murdered out. Some nice fat tires with I just love black steel wheels. It's gonna look pretty badass. Then we still have the R8. This is one of the kind of the nicer or the entry-level supercars that I bought for myself. It is a V10. I bought it with under 20,000 kilometers, so like 12,000 miles. Does have the carbon package. You can't really see it. There we go, now you can see it. And if you're looking at it, the stance is a bit off, and that's because I had to put a bit skinnier tires. I do have winters on this. This is the current winter driver. And it's actually really, really impressive in the snow, which makes sense. Low center of gravity, well balanced. And with the proper winter tires, this thing is a weapon in the snow. Next up, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna show you a 68 Chevy pickup. And I just wrapped it up, so a brand new 454 big block, rebuilt the 4-speed transmission, rebuilt the transfer case. It has about a 4-inch lift, 35s on it, kind of a Nordo gray paint. And you can see how clean she is. Brand new drive shafts, new bushings pretty much all around, engine mounts, transmission mounts, transfer case mounts, new shocks. It's gonna get a little darker in here, but new Bluetooth radio, new electronic gauges, new seat, new carpet, new sound deadener, new heat shield, new speakers. Still have some odds and ends to finish, but that'll happen in the next few months. Then we got the G500 overlanded out, 2-inch lift, 33s, front runner roof rack, Pelican cargo boxes. Love the stance. The tires are pushed out by maybe 1.5 inches or so. Just sits right. And this is still in the NA V8 era. It's got all the torque and power I need for what it is. And off-road, this thing is a weapon. Plus, we just had a kid, so we had to get an SUV, and this was the weapon of choice. Next, we'll get into the fancy bits. By the way, like I drive these cars. Huracan's usually at the track. The 69 Charger, the tires may last a week or two. If you ever want to see any videos, any hooligan stuff, do let me know. But we've got the Huracan Evo. This is a 2021. Really nice spec. I bought this pretty much a week before my son was born, and I dailied it for probably the first 6 months. Like when I say daily, I mean like I put 4,000 miles on it in 5 months. I've had this thing for about 1.5 years now. It's been through 3 sets of tires, taken it to the track for some pretty hard track days already 4 times. It's held up. This thing is it's bulletproof. It's oil changes, it's tires. Whole thing is PPF. There's actually some really awesome windshield PPF. It's kind of like, I'm not entirely sure what they call it, Exo Shield or something. But over winter, I had a massive rock fly off a semi, hit the windshield, and it actually didn't even touch the glass. It just chipped the PPF or Exo Shield or whatever you want to call it. This thing's pretty much stock. The guy who built it, I bought it. It's a 2021, so I bought it used, of course. But he really decked it out when he ordered it. And I've pretty much just kept it stock. This is the favorite car in my collection. It's an 89 Porsche G-body. It's got that G50 transmission. I did have these BBS wheels on it, but I wasn't a massive fan, so I went with what I believe is pronounced Fouche. You can correct me, but they're aftermarket / replicas. They're 17-inch instead of, I believe they came 15-inch. I could be wrong on that, but I wanted to get the 17-inch, plus they're a little bit wider, and the stance on this thing, I think, is perfect. This car is flawless. Really won't find a ton of imperfections. This is probably the only car I've ever owned that I actually kind of feel bad if I'm driving it, in the rain or in less than ideal conditions. There's just something about this car that I want to preserve it, and I enjoy it and I drive it quite a bit. But again, if it's raining or if the weather's not ideal, typically stays in here. It does have the whale tail, which the original owner actually put on in the first year of owning it. So Porsche actually put it on for them. I don't know if it was a spec you could have out of the factory, not entirely sure, but I saw photos of this from 1990 or 1991 and it had the whale tail on it. Super cool. I don't know if video is doing it justice here, but interior is mint. The only modification is the Sparco steering wheel. I do have the original. This thing has 86,000 original kilometers, which I think is like 50 or 55,000 miles. Seats look brand new. Oh, the only other modification I did is the Blue Punk radio. It looks original, but it is Bluetooth, and I updated all the speakers. And this thing has one last little goodie, and that's a Paxton supercharger. Again, put on in like 1991. I have all the service records for this thing, and this thing was always serviced. It has a tiny bit of boost, so it's not like ridiculous. It just adds a little power, a little torque, makes a driving experience really smooth. We've got this ridiculous 1969 Dodge Charger RT. I watched Bullet as a teenager, and my dream car was literally the 69 Charger. I know they had a 68, but it was the 68, 69 Charger RT and that 67 Fastback. So once the 67 Fastback is here, I'm stoked to see them kind of side by side. Now this thing is a boat. It's freaking massive. I don't know if you can tell, but there is literally the start of the garage, and there is the end of the garage. I can fit this adventure in here, but I mean, this thing is longer than the pickup. I'm pretty sure it's as long as like a full-size pickup. Either way, it's massive. I did not build this. I actually didn't do anything to it. A guy from Texas built it, and he went pretty crazy with it. It's a punched out 440. I think it's like a 470 something or 480 something. I did install AC because where I live, it gets hot as shit in the summer. Other than that, this is the way I bought it. It's got a Tremec 5-speed, and this was a full rotisserie restoration, plus all the mods, plus all the parts. You've got Willwood disc brakes, can't really see it, but it's got some awesome brakes. It's been lowered, so it's been tubbed out a bit. Poly bushings all around. Like this thing, I mean, I can't say it handles well when I'm used to driving stuff like this, but for a old 69 muscle car, this thing drives really well. It's actually incredibly smooth. And then really quick, just to wrap this video up, I still got the KTM Adventure. I did do a video where I did a trip to Mexico, and this thing was fully modded out. We got the Ducati, who's sleeping for the winter. We still got the Harley Dyna. We've got a KTM 300 and a Husky 500 with the Supermoto setup. So that's that. I got some really cool builds coming. We've got the 67 Fastback that I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna wrap up the Chevy pickup. We did buy something from the 50s, but I'll keep that a bit of a secret until it comes in. And we've got a ton of car rallies planned for this summer. We've got some track days. I'm actually gonna be taking this 69 Charger out for a 4-day road trip, so we'll see how that goes. There's 2 Porsche rallies this summer that I'll be taking the G-body. Mostly it's GT3 RSs and newer Porsches out on these rallies, but I'm not gonna be able to keep up, but it's gonna be fun. And then I have been hunting for a Ferrari FF and a Hummer H1. I wanted to do a kind of overlander build on the H1. So stay tuned, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do my best to post at least every month on this channel, and just would love to share my passion for cars and automobiles and bikes. I got my pilot license and flying. I feel like cars and machines have a very unique and special ability to, at least for me, makes me feel like, I don't know, they're like rolling Mona Lisas, rolling artwork, and it does something to me. Every time I see something unique or something special, it like ignites creativity and this feeling that anything is possible. So through this channel, I'm hoping to share that passion with you. All right, so that's it for now. Again, I'm gonna do my best. Can't make promises, but I'm gonna do my best to upload at least a video every single month, and it'll be a mix of just, again, my passion for cars, a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of burnt rubber, a little bit of blown engines and transmissions, which I seem to have a habit of breaking something every time I go out. I mean, why would you own cool cars if you're not gonna drive them hard? And so if you'd like to follow along on that journey, make sure you hit subscribe. And with that said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.